Good evening, everybody. It's about 9:30. We're headed out on a third track of the day. We had two midday tracks. We were 1 for 2 on those. Lorena did great on the first one. She actually took it 800 yards, jumped the deer on her own, and ran him about probably another mile, and I pulled her off. And then the second one, I took Spud because it was a tight little area, not a lot of ground, and we were able to catch a doe for a gentleman. And so we're headed out on the third one. And this deer was shot with a crossbow earlier this evening, and they've tracked, according to them, 500 or 600 yards. And I'm not sure if that's by GPS or just by a guesstimate, but if it's 600 yards and no bed and no deer, it's going to be tough to probably recover that one. But a lot of times, if it's not a GPS measured distance, 600 yards sometimes turns into only 200. So we'll see. Not sure where he hit the deer. I don't think he knows, and I haven't really talked to the hunter. I talked to another guy, so I'll get the full story when we get here. It doesn't sound like there's any gut. Sounds like bright red blood. They got the arrow. It's got blood on it and a broken broadhead. So I'm thinking maybe high shoulder. That's the first two things that come to my mind. But maybe he got in there and punched a lung, and they just kept pushing him a little bit, or maybe he's gut shot. Who knows? So the dogs will tell us. We got plenty of ground, plenty of room to run, and hopefully we can go hem this one up before before the coyotes do, and maybe get the guy's deer. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. What's up, fellas? I'm good. How y'all?
Appreciate you coming to try to help.
Oh, I hope we can locate him.
We heard a lot of good stuff about him.
I appreciate it. I'm Jamie.
I'm Greg. This is my
Greg.
son Lucas.
Nice
He's
to
the
meet
one. He's the one shot the
Lucas,
deer.
Jamie, nice to meet you.
Kyle Veal.
Kyle?
Kyle.
Kyle, Jamie Holler. Good to meet you.
You too.
Where'd you hit this deer? You ain't got no idea?
It was in the side for sure.
I got
I
you.
don't know exactly how far back it was, but
Did the arrow go slam through him?
no, it didn't. It
I
came
don't know
out.
if it did or not.
Yeah.
I think it might have.
Okay. But, well, let's go see what we can do. I got everything, I believe. Is this where he shot the deer?
Yeah, it's right up here to the right.
Okay.
They on the trail almost already.
Yeah.
But there's all kind of. This is one of the. I sent to somebody. That's one of the blood spots.
Okay. I got you.
I was just saying it. I said, y'all find any blood?
But where we hit him at, I ain't seen nothing.
Where was he standing?
About
Right here.
Okay, so they're gone.
They on the trail, I believe, already. If I ain't mistaken, y'all.
Well, y'all mind if we say a prayer real quick before we get going?
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, let's get a prayer in. They're already taking off. Yeah. I think Lorena's in the lead, but they went that way. That's where the deer went?
Yes.
Cool. Good deal. I'm going to say a quick prayer before we get started. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time together. Thank you for this beautiful environment we get to hang out in and chase whitetails and just live in your creation, Lord. Thank you for the stars and the weather and everything that we get to experience out here, Lord. Please keep us safe. Please keep the dogs safe. And if it's in your will for us to locate this deer, I hope we do it swiftly and efficiently. And if it's suffering, I hope we end it quickly, Lord. Please keep us safe as we leave here tonight. Keep our families safe, and just remember all the people who are sick and need healing and need to know you, Lord. Let us just swiftly recover this deer and get home to our family safely, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So they in there about 60 yards. So the deer went.
Yep.
And did he turn and go back this way,
I
or?
think so.
Okay. And how far have y'all tracked him?
Probably
Till we couldn't breathe.
Really?
probably about.
Had to be 5.
Till your gusses was trying to come up?
Yeah, we probably went 1,000 yards.
Really?
I don't know if it was that far. But it's got to be
600 yards.
Yeah, it's probably got to be.
And he never bedded or anything?
Yeah, there's a couple of spots where
Like where he stood, like that
Yeah.
picture you showed me?
Yeah.
But didn't lay down and mat down, no.
No, I don't think he ever did that.
Where were you sitting at?
Right.
It's right there.
Oh, okay, I see the stand there.
Yeah.
And he was standing where?
Right along with here.
I got you. And what are we looking for? What kind of deer? In case they bay a deer and I just need to make sure I'm shooting the right deer. So 7 point?
Yeah, probably.
7 or 8? He could be
Yeah.
an 8, I guess.
Yeah.
And where were you trying to hit him at? Just in the,
right in the heart. Right
like,
on
was
the
he broadside?
He was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And where was your arrow found?
It's still in the woods. We stood it up
Okay.
on the trail.
Okay.
Right down here.
I got you.
Probably, what, 50 yards maybe?
Probably. Yeah, it's probably 50 yards away. Yeah.
All right, so navigating this place, the road, they're kind of peeling away from the road. So where does this road go? Is this a road?
Well, it ends.
Okay.
They're peeling that way?
They're
Because that's what I think they went back towards.
That's where the deer's headed straight that way.
Yep.
Okay. We'll just follow them the way we can go.
Well, they jumped right on that trail though, didn't they?
It don't take them long.
That's crazy, and you have to put them on it. I was thinking we were gonna have to take them to the blood and let them smell it.
No, Lord, no. They don't need blood. They actually run off an interdigital gland scent. They don't need any blood or gut or nothing.
Wow.
When a deer's hit or wounded, or actually even just scared really bad, they put off a different scent than what a normal healthy deer does, and that's what they run.
This is a major trail that they come up in here. That's crazy though that them dogs can pick up on that. They're really good at it.
Yeah, they just, and everybody wants a tracking dog, but they don't realize how many tracks you got to run to get to this point. Yeah.
If they find a deer, will they start barking?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They will.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, we'll stop and pause a second if they do locate him, and I'll tell you whether or not he's still alive based on their bark.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I'll be able to tell you. See how, I mean, Spud's been a quarter mile almost.
Okay.
So that's a straight line. I mean, there's no curves in that. I started this GPS at the end of that red line right where the deer was shot.
Yeah.
And we'll see what they do.
Wow.
It's I used to do this on a leash. I think they're where y'all lost blood.
Really?
Because if you see how they're starting to make these little loops, see how they're kind of getting loopy in there? That's where y'all lost blood, I bet.
I bet it is too.
Did y'all go into here?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure did. This is exactly where we went. Yep. And when we got in here, it got thick.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hear him. I hear him hurling. That means he's on.
I don't know, let's see. That's Lorena, y'all hear.
Oh, was it?
That's my puppy. But no, you heard Spud. That was a hot bark.
It was. It sounded like it.
Yeah, he's either right around him or close.
He's close, or you think he's running him again?
No, I don't think he's jumped him yet.
No.
There'll probably be a little bit more ruckus than that if he jumps him.
Okay.
I think what he's doing right there, he used to not do that, but when he runs with his daughter, he calls her.
Okay.
And I feel like that's my assumption.
Oh, okay.
But he used to never do that until I started running them together. Used to, if he barked, he was for sure looking at your deer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We're gonna have to get a helicopter. Get it cold out here. I hear something else.
Yeah, that's him. That's a very cold bark though. It's a cold bark. It's awful cold. I'm gonna gain some ground right here. Y'all know where y'all are?
Yeah.
Okay, you got access to a vehicle?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to that dog. If one of y'all wants to stay with me, that's fine. I move pretty fast.
You go ahead.
But I'm gonna go with him. Y'all got phones on you?
Yep. Yes, sir.
I got whose number? Yours? Okay.
Something might be on it. They barking.
Hell, he's done jumped the deer, but hear how far apart his barks are? If you hear yo, 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 he's sitting there looking at him. But that deer's pretty far ahead of him. But I'm gonna go make sure I keep GPS service. I may end up popping back out on thermal trail.
Okay, we're gonna pop out there and be waiting on you.
Okay, I'll see you on a little bit. So I'm sitting here listening to the Spud. The deer made a real tight double back. And I don't know if he's hurt bad, gut shot, I don't know. I didn't get to look at any blood really. I feel like if he was gut shot, the air would have probably passed through the deer, but The young man doesn't really know where he hit him, so. Spud's barks are pretty far apart. Maybe Rain will get in there with him and bay him up. But we'll see. That sounds like a bay to me right there, y'all. I think we got him bayed. We do have him bayed. Spud's got him bayed up, y'all. 1.3 miles so far. Let's get in here and see if we can't end this for this guy. Maybe he's gut shot. That tight loop, I knew when I saw that on the map, I knew that tight loop was either a hurt deer or he was reading his book really well. Usually those little tight loops are a last ditch effort for a deer to try to get away from a dog unless they got water. So they still got him bayed out here in this cutover. Hopefully it's open enough for me to get a good clean shot. Just trying not to make too much noise. Trying to slip in here and see if I can't get close. They ran him down. Look at that shot. They ran him down. I fully anticipated to come in here and shoot a deer, but they run him down and killed him. Ray Ray, what have you done, girl? Look at that shot, though. I have not pulled the trigger on this deer. That's 1.4 miles with that shot. I have no idea. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. I'm kind of shook up because I don't know what happened. That deer went almost a 1.5 mile straight line. Spud jumped him, run him down and killed him. Yeah, insane. It did not go all the way through him, but we got him. The only thing I can figure is that this arrow was at a real steep quartering away angle, and it basically got one lung, didn't hit the heart. We're at 1.4 miles into this track. Spud caught the deer and ended up killing him. I didn't have to shoot him. The deer was still alive. Spud and Lorena ran him down and caught him. And when I got here, they had him on the ground. He just expired. Like, I was about to shoot him and stick a knife in him if I had to, but he's dead. So, but it's the deer that he thought he shot, and we got him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at some maps. We're way over here in the middle of a cutover, but we got him, and we'll try to figure out the best plan to get him out of here. I'll call you back once I look at things. Man, sometimes even in September, like 19th or 20th, it's hot as all get out, and I'm out here. I've done drug this deer about 300 yards, and I'm trying to get to some hardwoods where they can meet me, and I don't have to drag it. I could call them on the phone and shine a light and holler them in and sit back and collect my little $100 bill for coming out here and tracking these deer. But man, there's just something about the whole process of it. I love dragging deer. I love tracking deer by hand. Man, I ain't got many more years left with old Spud. He's 7. And every chance I get to do this, man, I'm super grateful. It's a pleasure to watch a dog like that work, you know. And the guys we're tracking for tonight, old sandy road bed, corn pile in the middle, no blood, nothing there at the hit site. Before we can even get to where the deer was standing when he was shot, Spud's already 40 yards in the woods, headed out. Took him 33 minutes to go 1.4 miles. And through some nasty, I mean, I don't know if you can see what I'm in right now, but it's just a nasty briar-infested pine cutover. And he run the deer down, and when I got to him, he had him on the ground, you know. And I don't know if I'll ever have another dog. This one right here, she may feel his shoes, but I doubt it. There ain't gonna be many like that. And it's just awesome. Every chance I get, it's hot, I'm sweating. I always wear a sweatshirt out here because the briars are insane, and I get in some places where I gotta just move fast. And it's just awesome to watch that dog work, man. 33 minutes, 1.4 miles, dead deer, no wasted meat, no coyote food. You know, that's why we do what we do. It ain't the $100 bill that the guys are gonna give me, which this job is probably worth way more in effort and time. If you consider just the time I've spent with Spud, the time it took to drive here, the gas money, the vet bills, you know, and you're not gonna make any money doing this. It ain't about that dollar bill. It's about being able to spend time with a dog that, man, you've poured so much heart and energy. And I told them when we first started this track, that dog's gonna be buried in a pair of Carhartt pants that my dad gave me from the early 80s that I've been tracking in. And the only reason I don't wear them anymore is because if I put something in my pockets, there's a pretty good chance it's gonna end up lost in the woods somewhere. They're just beat up. But I hear these fellas on their four-wheeler right now. I'm gonna go ahead and keep working on getting this deer out of here. I just pulled my quad pretty bad, pulled my calf muscle pretty bad. But I enjoy it all. I enjoy dragging deer, I enjoy tracking deer, I enjoy finding deer, celebrating with people, meeting new people, praying over a track. It's just, there's nothing that compares. And I'm just grateful for this old man right here. He's given me a voice, he's given me the opportunity to do this, and he didn't have to turn out as good as he is. It was not necessarily my doings, you know. A lot of it's his desire too. So I'm just thankful for God putting that dog in my path at the right time in my life, where he's done a lot more than just find deer for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting this deer on out of the woods, and we're gonna go home and get some rest. This is our 3rd track of the day. It's almost 90 degrees. Everybody's hot, sweaty. Dogs are wore out, and we're gonna go celebrate with these guys.
Been tracking down, huh?
Yes, sir. Congratulations, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime, brother.
We couldn't have done it without you.
No, that one there would have got away for sure. Look where you hit him. Look at this. My goodness.
Is that your first bow here?
It is.
Your first one with a bow?
It is.
Yeah, congratulations.
My last at this rate.
You just got to hit them straight through. I mean, it's a game of inches, man. If he turned at the last minute, or you didn't see it the right way or whatever, it's just, you never know, man. How far we got the four-wheeler right up there, ain't it? We got to go up a hill.
It's uphill, yeah.
We got a strapping young boy here to help us, because I done drugged this sucker 350 yards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in the middle of that, way out there.
Oh.
So I ended up dragging that deer about 325 yards, and we got him to the hardwoods, and they helped me drag him up the hill, and got him back to the four-wheeler. That was a young man's first arrow-killed deer. Pretty tickled for him. He says he's not going to bow hunt again. I told him, I said, let's get a stand-up bow in your hand, an upright bow, something you're holding, and shoot a couple with that, and see if we can change your mind. But I'm tickled for the young man. Tickled for the dogs. That arrow had to have gone in behind the scapula on that deer. I don't see it going in the lungs. I couldn't feel a hole through the rib cage. It definitely wasn't broadside. I don't know. It was in the wide open. No deflection. Unless the deer's shoulder was extremely far back and he just caught the spine of that scapula, which I don't see that happening either. He was behind the shoulder. If anything, he caught just the edge of it. But just one of those freak things. You think if that deer was broadside or even quartered away slightly, that arrow should blow through him and double lung heart shoot him, but it didn't. So just one of them fluke things, and once again proves the reason why you can't beat the nose of a dog.
We didn't give up.
Yeah.
No.
And we said we're gonna try you, and that was it. We wouldn't never got him.
Where y'all lost blood to where he jumped the deer, I'm guessing from when he barked the first time was probably another 350 yards, right on the edge of them hardwoods where the deer was laying. He crossed them hardwoods, went up in that other cutover, and from there it was that 320 yards, whatever, out in that cutover where he finally caught it.
Ain't no way.
I think he probably went another 800 or 900 yards after y'all gave up.
Really? No way.
Yep.
We wouldn't ever made it.
No, we
Nobody would. I wouldn't have found him. Nobody would have found it.
No.
And he would have died right over there in that cutover because he didn't have any gas left. There has to be one lung involved in that deer. How it happened, I don't know. I'd love to be able to clean that deer myself just to look at it, but I don't know.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yep.
It is crazy.
So a lot of people ask me how I train these dogs, and as I do these videos, I'm going to try to start implementing a little bit of my training technique into this, because one day Spud's not going to be around, and I don't know if I'll ever have another dog like that. But basically right now what we're doing is we just loaded the deer in the truck, and the fellas offered me a ride back to my truck, and I could have put the dogs in the back of their truck. They could have drove me the 800 yards back to my truck, but I use this as a training opportunity, and there's a couple reasons why. As we're walking back, the dogs just came back to me. I just checked the GPS. They were over 400 yards from me just now, down the road, back towards the truck. I didn't tone them, I didn't call them, I didn't whistle. They can't hear me, they can't see me, but they came back to check in, and that's freaking awesome. They just got off of a track that ran 1.4 miles and found the deer, and by walking back with them, what it does is give them the opportunity to kind of get their mind off of tracking a deer. They get to experience some distraction. I'm sure there's some possums and coons and cats and other things that's crossed this road since we've been gone, and they get a chance to investigate that stuff, and not once have they taken off on it. The other thing it gets them to do is just kind of stretch their legs before I throw them in an old box and drive them 30 minutes down the road where they get cramped up. They might find some water, you know, but more than anything, it just kind of gives us a time to kind of relax together. It gives them a chance to avoid some distraction, which is key. A lot of people expect a dog to get out of a box and immediately go to tracking a deer that's wounded when they haven't experienced all the other 7,000 scents that are on the road or in the woods over the summer. They've neglected them. So we get to experience some of that, and we get to just enjoy walking down the road together, which is awesome.